Welcome to Gaming on a Budget. Today we bring you Tyrants of the Underdark from, shockingly, Wizards of the Coast, and I think Gale Force 9 or somebody like that. Somebody like that. What?
Phone.
Oh, it's not my phone.
Get it off my table.
I threw it in the... Anyway, before I get too sidetracked. Tyrants is an area control deck building game for 2 to 4 players, and apologies, I seem to be losing my voice, but that's okay, I'll just talk louder to compensate. That's how it works, right?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Anyway, so in Tyrants, you will be attempting to, well, control as much of the Underdark as possible, if you feel so inclined. The interesting thing about this is there's actually a fairly wide variety of strategies you can engage in, some of which don't involve controlling much of any territory at all. You've got several options on your turn. You can do as many of the listed things in Section 1 as you want to / can pay for. Can you see that?
In a moment, I tilted up a little more. There we go.
See, the first section there is things like playing a card or recruiting a card from the available marketplace here or the always available stacks, to things like deploying troops, assassinating troops, you know, so on and so forth. So, a typical turn would have you drawing your hand of 5 cards, for example. You'll have cards with the spiderweb icon, which is essentially your money. You'll have cards with the sword and shield icon, which is, you know, fight power. It's for deploying troops, attacking troops, getting rid of spies, that sort of stuff. And then a wide variety of cards that can do all sorts of things. You've got your potential territories here. We won't be playing with this section of the board because we're playing a 3-player game. So you can see we've got the neutral units and for the major areas, control tokens, which if you have the majority of the forces in an area, so for example, if you had 2 out of 3 in this space, and it will count things like your spies that don't take up normal spaces, then you gain this token where you'll have a free spiderweb to spend each turn. If you occupy every space and there are no enemy spies present, you get to flip it over to the total control side, where you'll be gaining points every turn based on what the area is, in addition to your spiderweb. Then you've got your inner circle here, which is basically a place you can promote cards to if you have cards that let you do it, and they'll be worth extra points at the end of the game. For example, this card is worth 2 points in your deck or hand or discard, but 4 if promoted to the inner circle. They are, however, out of your deck and essentially out of the game at that point. You won't be drawing them again. There are some effects that let you, you know, mess with them in certain ways, but for the most part, they're just points for you at that point. Then you have, if you're playing with the demons, you'll have your insane outcasts, which are kind of your curse cards, if you will, from Dominion, or, you know, they're just stuff that clogs up your deck and doesn't really do anything for you.
Bad habits.
Yeah, sure, bad habits from Tonto Quarry, you know, whatever you want to call it. Deck clogging junk. We're going to play with the demons so you can see them in action. You'll choose 2 of the 4 available factions, Drow, Dragons, Elementals, or Demons. Mix them together to create your market deck, and that will become one of the 2 potential end-game conditions. Either emptying the market deck, or somebody having no troops left in their barracks, because they're either on the board or claimed as trophies. And speaking of claiming trophies, anytime you assassinate or supplant a troop, be it neutral or another player's, you'll claim it as a trophy. They never get it back. It is gone.
And it is 1 point each.
Yep. So you can kind of see you can get points from killing a lot of stuff, from holding down the major areas, and every single site is going to be worth points for control at the end of the game, as well as extra points if you have total control. You can also get points through promoting cards, through just owning a lot of cards and valuable cards, and there's a lot of ways to get points in this. And hopefully we'll show you quite a few of them. Well, let's see. So, the one other thing you ought to know before switching over to gameplay is how presence works. You can only deploy troops, your little shield guys here, in areas where you have presence. So at the start of the game, we'll each be picking one of the black sites to start in. So for example, if someone started here, they have presence now to this area itself and to each adjacent circle. So here, here, and here. So for example, if you were to deploy a troop, you could do it here. And then once you've deployed that troop, you could do it here. Even if you're getting multiple deployments from a single card, you can do them in succession, with each one increasing your effective presence. And so then, for example, to get over here, you could use the assassinate action written on the board there, kill it, replace it with one of your troops later, and, continue extending your presence. Oh, I guess one final thing I should also mention is spies. Spies work a little differently. When given the option of placing a spy, through a card effect, you could place it on any site. It doesn't take up a space, so you could put it even in areas that are full. You then have presence just like if you had a troop there. So spies can kind of be used to teleport around the board, essentially. Plunk a spy down over here and start branching out and so on and so forth. They'll also have a variety of other uses depending on what cards you're playing with. Drow in particular really like spies.
Yes, I do.
So that should be about all you really need to know in advance. Anything we haven't mentioned, we'll talk about during the gameplay. We should be pretty well good to go, I think. So let's switch on over to the gameplay.